A mystery this morning on Chicago's southwest side. The bodies of 3 men have been found inside of a car. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Those bodies found shortly before 7 o'clock this morning.
The car was parked near 48th and Whipple in an industrial area of the city's Brighton Park community. ABC 7's Ravi Baishwal is live at the scene with the latest on this. Ravi?
Well, Sylvia and Linda, I can tell you right now that white Toyota Avalon that you saw just right there was parked here and taken away just over an hour ago. If you look over my shoulder here, there's a red van sitting pretty much right where that white car was right now. Chicago police saying that 3 bodies were found inside, the bodies of 3 Hispanic men. And when the white car was taken away, at least one of those bodies was still inside. Now, Chicago police say that they came to this scene after being called at 6:55 this morning, and this is by an employee who was heading into work at AccuLabs, which is right here in the neighborhood. They are a supplier of specialty chemicals to the plating and metal finishing industries, and the CPD says that the bodies were discovered with significant signs of trauma. However, they would not say whether there were gunshot wounds. And according to Deputy Chief Joe Patterson of Area 1 Detectives, 2 males were in the back seat, 1 was in the trunk, and the license plates do not indicate that the car was stolen. Now, Rob from AccuLab said early in the morning this area is desolate. What's it like to come to work around here early in the morning?
It's generally no problem, but I guess this morning there was a problem.
It's really bad, gangbangers around and, everybody, well, they can't get their kids outside to come and play because normally you see gangbangers chasing each other and throwing gang signs,
Now, because of all the police activity, AccuLabs actually had to let a shift go today because their whole entire working area here is kind of stopped up by police activity. Seems that they can't get some $100,000 worth of the shipments of their products out the door. Now, in terms of the criminal matter, this discovery of the bodies here comes less than a month after 3 bodies also bound and gagged were found about 2 miles away from here in the McKinley Park neighborhood. No indication from Chicago police if there's any relationship between that incident and the mystery that we have on our hands this morning. Reporting live from Brighton Park on the southwest side, Ravi Baishwal, ABC 7 News. Linda and Sylvia, back to you.
Ravi, thanks very much.
3 men found dead in a car on Chicago's southwest side. This happened in the Brighton Park neighborhood. The men were gagged and bound with duct tape. Good evening. A man who was on his way to work this morning spotted one of the bodies in the car and called police.
The car was near a warehouse at 48th and Whipple. ABC 7's Karen Jordan joining us live tonight from Area 1 Police Headquarters. She has the latest from there. Karen.
Well, Kathy, the identities of the 3 men should be available sometime tomorrow afternoon. We are still waiting on that. But the family of one of the victims says that person is Hector Romero, a young father of 3 who until recently worked with the anti-violence group Ceasefire.
We're as closest to what he got, so brothers and sisters, and he's a good guy. He's not a troublemaker. We don't know what went wrong.
Jeanette Gonzalez says her family does not know who would want to kill her cousin Hector Romero or why. They say he was one of the 3 bodies found bound and gagged in Romero's Toyota Avalon. 2 bodies were in the back seat and a 3rd in the trunk. A man on his way to work discovered the car just before 7 this morning in an isolated area behind a warehouse at 48th and Whipple in Brighton Park. The news devastated Romero's family. He lived in this Humboldt Park home with his relatives, including his aunt Wanda Romero, who says he was like her son. She was overcome with grief and was treated in the home by paramedics. More relatives in Romero's close-knit family flocked to the house, including Romero's father, who the family says is sick and did not take the news well, with paramedics being called to the house again.
He's a quiet guy. I mean, he's real peaceful. He's real friendly, real kind. And you wouldn't even think that would happen to something like that.
Relatives say Romero, a 28-year-old father of 3 young children, is a responsible stay-at-home dad.
We don't know what happened to him. We don't know why this happened. It was a tragedy. He's young like us, and we want some closure too.
Police Superintendent Jody Weiss says it's possible this crime is drug-related.
It has certain similarities to the case of last month where there were 3 bodies found in a car. We don't know anything more than that right now at this time.
Now, that case that Superintendent Weiss just talked about did happen last month. That involved the discovery of 3 bodies that were bound and beaten in a stolen car located in the McKinley Park neighborhood. Both of these cases are under investigation. Live at 51st and Wentworth, Karen Jordan, ABC 7 News. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, Karen, thank you.